Nissan Stadium in Nashville. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Colorado Buffaloes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
The Colorado head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Straight ahead, it's Payne. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Left side is Payne. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Holland. Maybe some room here. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Fresh set of downs going up top. He lofts one down the sideline. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Stepping to the right. He'll get rid of it. Right side, it's Shelton. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big 1st down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a 1st down, but you've got to make tackle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buffs. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. bunch formation for these receivers. Hits inside. It's Phillips. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Back's got it on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Dogs have this offense rolling. Pulls it. Quick toss. Powers through the defender. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Trying to take it back. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Quick give. It's Payne. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. And
he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Number 46, set to advance on the ball.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. First play of this drive. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
There's a lot of ways this offense likes to use this big physical tight end, and that's one of them, what you just saw. Getting him down the field and trying to give him a 50-50 opportunity to use that big body to shield away a defender and use his long arms, but the quarterback just couldn't get it to him on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the option. Now the pitch. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Temple. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Bowen. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They put the brakes on it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. 3rd and 8. Running inside, it's Bowens. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and an injury this early in the year. And the Bulldogs will try to pick it up on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? He doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Deep throw off his back foot. Upstairs, he's got it. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Holland. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Payne. Driven back.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown Buffaloes.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Looking for an alley from inside. The ball pops out on the return. It's recovered by the kick. And they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff here, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Deep shot for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Caught behind the line. It's Payne. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Perry. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Buffs now use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to go up top on second down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Bucks! Makes the grab inbounds! Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they take advantage of spectacular field position and move it 24 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking left. Caught, it's Williams. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Notre Dame taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Fighting Irish, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll open the second half on the ground. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They boot it away on fourth down. Fields the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Second down to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to throw on third. Finds us back in the middle. At midfield, he's got room. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Colorado. He got a step and just dusted the field. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
The
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been
picked off. What a play to set him up.
You know, I like the decision by the... In terms of where he was going with the ball, just don't like the accuracy. There was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The run inside. It's Payne. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Holland. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Left side is Perry. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's complete. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game. Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
Going for the goal line, and he charges across the line. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Wants to throw on first. Throwing right. Williams open on the right side. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. There he goes. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Phillips. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be taking it the other way. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Bucs.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Wide receiver comes in motion. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get the